Yeah. No, it's okay. I got it. I pay for it for you. Okay? No. I pay for it for you. No. No, we need to do nice things today. Okay? All right. Enjoy. Do something nice for someone else. All right? You're welcome. No problem. Hello, welcome to Getting It Done, a podcast about music, education, and life lessons. I'm your host, Tim Rausenberger, and today is Thursday, March 12th, 2020. This is episode 333, Staying Calm Through Tough Times. Well, I'm not doing today's podcast from home, and it's also not a live one because I'm on my phone. This is my first ever podcast on the phone. Hopefully it comes out okay after several failed attempts. But you have probably figured out by now, no, I'm not in Walmart, but I am in, if you recognize it, Sam's Club. And I think what's really cool is that there is no one in my aisle. And I think the entire time that I've been here, I don't know if just because I've been recording and they can see that I'm recording, but there haven't been many people that have come down this aisle, probably because I am in front of washing machines right now. That's probably not something that people are looking to buy today.
Can you hear me now?
But in all honesty, no, I'm not stressed out. No, I'm not in a frantic mood. And I know that a lot of people in the world are. And we have a lot of reasons to be. And I think you probably can figure out a lot of those reasons, which I'm not going to go into. But I will tell you that since I've been in Sam's Club today, everyone has been calm, peaceful, rational, civilized, and it's been an absolute joy. I don't see people pushing other people over. I don't see people trying to grab things out of other people's carts or any types of fights like that. As a matter of fact, people have actually been in really, really great moods, very, very calm while they've been waiting online. And the lines, actually, this particular Sam's Club are really not too bad, which has been really cool. So before I get on with any more, I know that deep down, you want to see what's in my cart. You want to see what's in my cart. You want to see what's in my cart. So let's take a look. What did I get today? What did I buy? What did I need? Or what did I not need? Let's find out. So this is going to be very interesting with this angle. Try to do the best that I can here. So we have beans, of course. Have to have those beans. Was only able to get the pink beans. I'm sorry that I couldn't get the black beans. They are out of stock. We have, of course, pickles. I love pickles, and I ran out of them, so we got plenty of pickles to keep me good to go for a while. I got soup. I have tuna. I have goldfish because I wanted to, and I don't really care. That's just going to be one of those pleasure foods that I'm going to enjoy. People know how much I love these. I got avocados, it's true. We got some avocados here. So, actually quite a few avocados, I might add. Avocados from Mexico. We got chickens. So a whole chicken, and on the bottom here, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get in here, but I'll try my best. I have, let's see, I got some tuna steaks, and I was not able to get chicken breasts, unfortunately. I was able to get chicken thighs. They were out of chicken breasts. And I got some, if I can move this forward a bit, got some chicken broth, actually several of them, and some diced tomatoes. Unfortunately, you can't be too picky because there are certain items, of course, that are out of stock, and we're probably been out of stock for the last few days, and I don't know how soon they're going to get them back into stock. But I think the most important thing is, if you notice in my cart, and I'm being perfectly honest with you, I'm not buying non-essentials. I'm buying things that are relevant, things that you will need for the short term, for the long term. And in my case, the things that I purposely bought are primarily healthy, minus the goldfish. And I just don't care. It's just the way it's going to be. We're going to ration out those goldfish. I originally had some Cheez-Its in there, I have to be honest, but the Cheez-Its had to go because it was the last one that was there. And there was a woman who was so nice. She was so nice. She had such a great spirit. She was coming down the aisle, literally acting like a 10-year-old racing up and down the aisles with her cart, like grown woman. It was awesome. She was like so happy. And I said to her, I said, you know what? I love your spirit, because she had asked me where I got the Cheez-Its from, and I actually gave them to her because she wanted them as her own type of pleasure food. So, but it's been pretty cool actually, and people have been very respectful as I've been making the video. So I'm tired of standing in this one spot. I've been here for a long time. I'm sorry if I'm making you sick as I am moving around here. You probably see that I look a little bit on the tired side here. It's been a very long day, and but a wonderful one. I had a terrific day at work, and we are going to get online here soon. Now, hopefully things are going to work out the way that I like them to work out. We're going to see what happens. There are more people. And I don't like to show people's identities, but there were like 4 people that just ran by like with smiles on their faces. It is so amazing, and it just goes to show that in a time when I think so many people are freaking out and upset, this is truth, and this is proof positive right here that people there are a lot of really good people out there, and then people understand that you know, when the times get tough, we don't just freak out all the time. What I will say is, the place where I'm at right now, my sense is that the people I'm running into, I think a fair amount of them have probably had, I think a good way of putting it is, a tough life. And I think that some people have been through some serious adversity. I can just kind of see, it's just the sense I get just by looking at people's faces as I'm about to crash into someone right now. Okay, and I have to say, I mean, like, how cool is this? I mean, I got to do this right now and just give the plug to Sam's Club. This is getting hard to navigate now, but we got like Doritos here, and they're like the old school bags. Like, wait, I have to show this. Like, how cool is that exactly? That's like the coolest thing, to see those old school bags of Doritos. They bring me back to my childhood. I'm going to show you the lines. So, how do we make it through all this, I think, is the question. And having been through so many different types of disasters in my life, I think in terms of the natural disasters, when you think about hurricanes that I've gone through, Superstorm Sandy, I have been blessed to not have to go through a tornado, but they're certainly not a barrel of joy at all. But I think about other things that I've gone through in my life as I was driving around today. And a lot of stuff kind of went through my head, and I didn't really get down. I think what it does is it just makes me very, very grateful to be living, to be happy, to be content with what I'm doing. The fact that I'm able to do these types of podcasts, no I have to just comment again. I'm looking at people. Nobody's angry. You can just see it. I mean, yes, of course, people want to get home. Yes, people would like to resume their lives, but I think that everyone has now finally resigned themselves, and it took a lot of different things that have happened around the world for people to, I'm not sure whose that is exactly. I think it's theirs, yeah. Okay. So, I think it's not even people being upset, it's just people being a little bit unclear as to whose carts. It's one of those things too, you're trying to pick the line. It's like going to, I remember my family, we would go to the bank and we would always pick the wrong drive-through. Like, how did you do that every time? Didn't matter that you got the drive-through with the least amount of cars. Somehow or another, you always seem to pick the wrong drive-through. You ever do that? And going through the same thing here. I am very, very confident people to my left and my right are not going to be taken before me. I'm very, very confident. I'm looking, I'm getting the vibe, I'm kind of looking at these people in front of me, and I'm kind of feeling like, yeah, you know what? Like, this is going to really, really happen here. So we're going to be moving along quickly. But just getting back to what I was saying before, I reflected a lot on my life when I was in the car and the types of things that I've gone through and the types of adversity that I've experienced. And I think it goes to show that the tough times are good. They're not bad. I think it's the way that you deal with those tough times. And if you approach life a certain type of way, then you're going to be okay. But if you are finding yourself worrying about things all the time, specifically things that are beyond your control, things that are beyond your control, you can't worry about those things. All right? Whether it has to do with illness and other people going through things that they're going through. If you're not sick yourself, then be grateful, be thankful. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit upset and being empathetic towards people who are going through whatever they're going through with their health. But by the same token, also be grateful that you have your health, because what you can do is when you have your health, you can do good things for other people. See, that's where you have to look at the flip side. Now, if you just have a pity party for yourself all day and just feel bad and woe is me, well, if you have your health, then you're already doing a lot better than a lot of other people. So even if you don't have the most money in the world, you're not at the happiest job, it's not the end of the world. It really is not. There's a lot more to life than those things. I know. I have been there. I have lived it. I've gone through all of these things before. And what I did today was, before I came here, I let a bunch of people know. Not everybody. I mean, I can't let 50 people know. I mean, I could, I guess, but I sent out text messages to some people just to simply ask if there was anything that they needed from here while I was here, because I know that a lot of stores are going to run out of food and other types of essentials, I should say. And I did that. But the other thing I also said to them was, I said, make sure that... Trying to get through? Okay. Yeah, there you go. It's moving, honestly. It's really not that bad. People are like very cool. So yeah, like that's a classic example, like guy's not freaking out. I mean, he doesn't know he's going to be online for a while, but I think that if you think about all of those different things and reasons to be very, very grateful, I really believe that you can make it through. I know you can make it through these tough times, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to know that you have it in you. I know that you have it in you. If you're watching this video right now and you've made it this far, then you positively have it in you to take the next step and to go even further, and hopefully have an impact and change someone else's life. Because isn't that what life is all about? I mean, the amount of stuff that's in my cart right now, do you think I'm the slightest bit concerned about how much it's going to cost? It's going to go on a credit card, and I will deal with that later. And I'm certainly not worrying about the cost now. It's funny though, people don't worry about the cost when we're in crisis situations, yet when we are not in a crisis situation, people will flip out over 10 cents. People will flip out over $1. And I understand that there's a principle that's involved with things, but I think there's also a fine line when it comes to your money and how you spend your money. People know that I'm very, very headstrong when it comes to the way that my money is spent on things. But by the same token, the way that I choose to spend my money is different. That's a totally different situation. And I haven't even considered for a moment how much all this is going to cost me. It just falls under I don't care. There are times in which I do care. This is not one of those times. This is where we grab the most important things. And I think I also purchase things that I'm pretty confident are just simply not going to be here if I didn't take them. I didn't decide to stock up on 12 gigantic 48 packs of toilet paper. I mean, that's just rude. There's no need for me. I'm a single individual. I don't need to have that much toilet paper. And the same thing was like, you take something like the goldfish. First of all, I don't need to be having 5 boxes of goldfish anyway. I shouldn't even have the 1 box, but like I said, pleasure food for right now. And you know what? If you want to say shame, then fine. Shame. And as I'm talking to you, we've been moving. I don't know if you've even noticed in the background, but I am moving forward, and I'm just going to take a quick look. It is true. I did pick the right line. See? That's what happens. You have the positive attitude. I took kind of a survey, kind of looked at the lines and the options, and just by looking at the people, I only have 2 people in front of me right now, which is like seriously the coolest thing in the entire world. So, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue on here, and I'm going to certainly ring up all my items here because I want to be able to show you how much everything came to, and quite honestly how little reaction I'm going to have to that. And it's nothing to do with, oh, I'm loaded. I'm not loaded. I'm certainly no millionaire here, but I like to think up here that I think your brain, and I think educating yourself is worth millions, billions, trillions. It's priceless. It's amazing what you can do when your head's strong, and when you're not, and your head's not in the right place. I don't care how much money you have in your physical, financial bankroll. If you don't have anything in your emotional, your mental bankroll, then that other stuff, it just doesn't matter. There's so many people in this world right now, how helpless they feel because they have all the money in the world and they can't get some of the most essential things because of where they're located. They might be located an hour, 2 hours away from a big store like this, and by the time they got there, nothing was there. And what do you do? And I don't really have an answer for that. I can say again, like I said to my friends earlier today, I said, I don't really care what you have going on. This now falls under you drop everything that you're doing and you just simply You just simply do what you got to do. And I don't want to just go with this survival of the fittest type of mentality, but I think that's kind of what it is. And if you think of it in those types of terms and you drop the non-essentials from your life, looking at the non-essentials from my car, I don't have any. I mean, everything here I'm going to be consuming over the course of the next month. The avocados, as an example, I intentionally bought a mix of ripe avocados and ones that are not ripe. Why? Hey, how are you? Good. There it is, a Mr. R fan, one of my students. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. Mr. R. It's pretty funny, actually. This is rare. I've run into 3 of my students here. It's so cool, right? Isn't that funny? Like when you were a student, you ever run into a teacher at the supermarket? It's like the weirdest thing, like so strange. I said to my students earlier today, I said, believe it or not, like I'm going to go to Walmart and go into Sam's Club later. Yes, I do eat. I actually do that. We do those things. I drive a car. Whoa, hold me back. So I think it makes things very, very real. And I think it's even more shocking when you actually see the teacher like, holy cow, the person's actually here. So we're up. How cool is that? We made it. All right, so I'm going to kind of put the phone down right now and kind of ring things up. So hang tight. We'll fast forward the video. That's fine. Yeah, bring it over. It's fine. I'll pay for it too. Yeah. No, it's okay. I got it. I pay for it for you. Okay? No. I pay for it for you. No. No, we need to do nice things today. Okay? All right. Enjoy. Do something nice for someone else. All right? You're welcome. No problem. Oh, no problem. Have a great day. Okay, be safe. My items, and I have to wait with somebody else because I guess they have a limit on waters here apparently. So I bought someone's waters for them because that's the type of thing that you do. Because in the end, you can't take your money with you to the grave. Don't forget that. All right, we're off. All right. Wonder where they are. You here? Ready? All right, let's do this. Let's go. So look at the time of the video, guys. It's 25-minute video here. How long was I online for? I wasn't even online that long. I mean, let's be honest and let's be real about the situation. This is where people are freaking out. You've been with me. I was not online the entire time. I was waiting in front of a washing machine, for crying out loud. I had no idea how long I was going to be online for, and it really wasn't that bad. People were calm, people were smiling, people were not angry or anything like that. Gotta be totally honest, I'm a little bit upset that I didn't get those halos over there. Like, I'm very upset. I should have picked those up because those look really, really good. But you know, what do we get to do instead? I got to buy somebody their water, and that wasn't even planned. That's just the coolest feeling in the world, to know that you made somebody else's life a little bit better. This is it's commercialism at its finest. Oh boy. So here we are, and it is what it is. Like, I know people have to do their jobs, but we're in the middle of going through all this right now, and there's a guy trying to stop and trying to talk to people about roofing right now. I mean, like, really? I don't know. There's just something about that just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I think the only thing that's worse has been there have been people who have been unfortunately price gouging, which I think is so wrong on every single level. I think it's just frankly disgusting when you are price gouging. What else can you say? I think that's just terrible, especially with the hand sanitizer. I think that's been wrong in every single level. So that's cool. The guy next to me, I think he agrees with me on that. So I saw one of my friends, they got hand sanitizer on Amazon, a 3-pack for like $60. It's like, really? Just crazy, crazy stuff. But alright. So we're gonna let these people go ahead of us because that's just because what we're gonna do. Alright. Boy, I'll tell you, I don't know how these people can even, I don't know how they can look at all these items in a cart. And they can actually. They're very, very good with being able to look at the carts. This is a tough job. Okay. Hi, how are you? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I got it. I paid for 2 of her waters. All right. God bless you, okay? You're welcome. So, you know, and again, you know, you look at the people, they're so happy right now. I mean, like, that's just, like, again, that's what this is all about. Why can't more people do that? And why can't more people go through the exit instead of going through the entrance like I just did? What am I doing? What's happening here? This is the hardest part. The hardest part is leaving the store and not having your cart crash into a car. So with that said, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this special podcast as I try to get control of my cart and not kill myself and everyone else. So please be safe, be well. We're going to have a live podcast tomorrow night. And with that, I say peace.